Hi, this is Bridget with Life on Spectrum, and today I'd like to talk to you about sensory, especially dealing with clothing. As I think back, my son loved to be naked, and I am not joking. As a very young boy, he would literally strip everything off, and he would prefer to be naked. It now makes sense to me that even back then, maybe I should have known that he had autism, because generally speaking, most people on the spectrum have issues with clothing, and that's because of their sensory. Sensory actually is how your body perceives or feels things, either through feeling something or smelling something, seeing something. But for people on the spectrum, generally touch or how things feel is a big thing. Well, my son hated clothing, and it took me forever to find certain things. And believe it or not, do you remember, if you know, I think they're called like the pajama bottoms that kind of look like sweatpants, but they're not really. He wore those up until 6th grade because they were the only thing I could buy. And I made sure that the schools and everything that he attended knew that no, I do have money, and yes, I can make my son dress differently, but this is what he's most comfortable in. It's very similar. Now, to him, sweatpants were too heavy. Now they have thinner ones, but back then they really didn't. So he did. He wore pajama bottoms to even school, and usually larger t-shirts because they weren't close fitting to him. So he always wore a size or two too big of t-shirts, and still does to this day, by the way. But clothing is a big thing. I will say, don't push your son or daughter on the spectrum. Let them wear, as long as it's appropriate for school and going out into the community, let them wear what's comfortable to them. Your sensory issues will be so much easier with them doing that. Once I realized not to try to push them to wear sweaters or try to push them to wear jeans, our outings out in the community went so much smoother. So clothing can make that much of a difference. And by the way I got him into jeans so he'd look somewhat normal was my son decided to wear jeans. And he was in 6th grade, and I'll never forget that day because it was the first time I was able to walk into Aeropostale with him, and he bought his first pair of jeans. And see, I'm even getting touched because I remember that feeling of being a typical mom. So keep your spirits up. Let your child on the spectrum wear what they need to until they're ready. And they're ready to change their feelings and how they feel in their clothing. And until next time, it's Bridget with Life on Spectrum. Thanks for watching that episode. And make sure you come back and join us again for upcoming videos. They'll be uploaded almost on a daily basis. Also, if you really enjoyed us, like us below, or even leave a comment for us to respond back to. And if for all of you that are really involved in the Life on Spectrum, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. We appreciate you. We hope that this is worthwhile for you, and we'll see you next time on Life on Spectrum.